ACC for its only visit out to produce a 4-game winning streak. Roberto Luongo has won 7 consecutive starts. To that I say, who cares? Arash Madani is at ACC tonight, where everything revolves around one guy. The Swedish King returns.
Yeah, Darren, absolutely. You know, this evening has been long anticipated, really, since when Matt Sundin announced he was headed to Vancouver, and here we are on a Saturday night in downtown Toronto. Leafs, Canucks, and of course the return of Matt Sundin to a building a day after the 10th anniversary of the ACC, a building he helped open about a decade ago. Now, to understand the sheer magnitude of the hoopla surrounding all these festivities, outside the Canucks room this morning, the number of people and cameras resembled the Stanley Cup Finals. And Ron Wilson's pregame press conference, usually jammed as the Leafs head coach gets peppered with questions, it was all but empty. So where was everybody, Coach?
They're all outside waiting like little kids to see him step on the ice. He can still skate.
Yes, the arrival of Matt Sundin not only brings the 13-year Leaf here, but the following with it. National news reporters, a Swedish camera crew, and a larger-than-usual group of hockey media were at the ACC Saturday, capturing every move of the one-time Toronto captain.
13 years played in the city and for the Toronto Maple Leafs. It was a lot of great memories, so that's been fun, actually.
He's been pretty mellow about it. If I would be in his shoes, I would probably be really pumped about it and really excited, or at least distracted by it. But no, he's a professional. He handles it well, and it's fun to see that he's going to be ready to play tonight.
Just thank God he didn't come in this room this morning for pregame skate.
Ah, yes, not to worry, Mr. Blake. Muscle memory didn't take him back to the spacious home quarters. In fact, Sundin said he'd been in the opponent's dressing room before. So too had Curtis Joseph, who faced the Leafs as a Coyote in the past. A teammate of Sundin's for 4 seasons, the 41-year-old goaltender grasps the magnitude of the Swedes' return.
Matt's, is a hockey icon in Toronto, and I played with him for 4 years, and I saw how he played injured, and was always there to answer the bell, and just a great teammate and a great guy, and I hope he gets a standing ovation.
I was only here for a year, but he's one of the best players I've ever played with, one of the best leaders I've ever seen in the game and been around. I'm sure spending 13 years here, it's going to be different for him.
Now, Cucho won't be getting the start tonight. Besitosko and Roberto Luongo will be going for both teams, but Sundin will get a video presentation, a tribute in this arena during the first commercial timeout. One actual piece of news for the Leafs, by the way, Mike Van Ryn, the injured defenseman, he skated for the first time this morning. I spoke with him and Ron Wilson. They said he's at least a week away. But tonight, all eyes on Matt Sundin as a Canuck, returning to play the Leafs for the first time, and it's here at Air Canada Centre. Guys?
Arash Madani getting the marquee assignment of covering Matt Sundin's first game. I'm a little disappointed, I have to admit, that they wouldn't do the video presentation before the game, but let's move on from that. The people that are going to boo him will be disappointed that he didn't waive his no-trade clause last year. Now you're around to tell us that they're going to cringe even further when they learn what they had to pay for him to get him out of Quebec City.
Oh, that was peanuts, but the fact remains that Sundin had asked for his contract to be renegotiated, and part of the deal was Pierre Lacroix calling and saying, hey, I got the big deal for you. The reason he didn't call Cliff was because he and Cliff weren't very happy with one another since Don Foose had not had his contract redone, and Lacroix was Don Foose's agent. Anyway, from that point forward, it became a very difficult deal, only because they insisted upon Wendell Clark. But what I remember about Matt...
What you pay?
Well, when they closed the deal on the draft day in Hartford, we had the deal made for hours. But they had to go into the room of the Grand Poobah, Marcelo Boo, my good friend, and he had to get even for all of those Michel Petit signing bonus money, Aaron Broughton similarly, any player that had been sent to the Leafs, and he thought that they owed him money. He collected it on that day.
What were the dollars and cents?
$150K.
Oh my goodness! That's it? You talked for that long for $150,000?
$150.94. My
goodness!
You were making 25 cents, so you know how big it was.
You know what? That's not bad. You obviously were following my career then. What about teams spill that on the weekend though?
That's different money for you,
Nick. Contract though, didn't you?
Oh yes, we did. Yeah, and then after that, we of course extended his contract and had his agent Mark Peroni come in. just before training camp, and I remember it like it was yesterday.
This is the abbreviated version.
Yes, of course. He was down at the far end of the old Gardens office, and I was right next to the boss, and we conducted a contract negotiation over that afternoon where Mark would take the news to Matt's, and then Mark would bring it back. And as I said to Nick, I've never seen a guy so calm as Matt Sundin. And you know, a contract negotiation is all not good news, but at the end of the day, Matt was happy. Like he's got that great disposition.
Is he calm tonight? Do you think he's misty-eyed? Is he reflective?
No, I think he's reflective. Don't look for the Kleenex box to follow him like it would a Mark Messier. I don't think we're going to see that type of emotion, but he is sensitive. He is sensitive to the point where, yeah, listen, do whatever you want to do, but at the end of the day, don't remember me for a guy that held the organization back. That he's got a real problem with.
That's an untruth, and I'm with you, Nick. He's sensitive to being booed. He doesn't think he deserves that, nor do I. But there is a lunatic fringe that's going to find a way.
Yeah, what's going to happen tonight? And we'll talk to Matt Sundin, a sit-down interview with the Vancouver Canucks star forward to come on Hockey Central Saturday. But this day is all about rivalries on the ice. You have Montreal, Ottawa, Matt Sundin against Toronto, and now Penn State.
I really like this matchup.
Jenny Malkin, the Penguins.